Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Thursday. Oh my goodness, I feel great, y'all. I feel amazing. Those, I needed a day to just, not that I took the whole day from making content or not doing something towards my goal, but it wasn't like as go hard, go hard. And that's what I'm saying. Like some days when I'm feeling unmotivated, I feel bad sometimes because I'm just like, how can I even be? Because sometimes it's not a complaint, it's just explaining. I saw that on TikTok. This girl was like, I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining. And I resonate with that statement because it's like, I don't want to come off like I'm complaining about anything because I have worked so hard to get to this point where I literally can do what I want to do. Like, being able to go to the gym when I want and not having to maneuver it around a work schedule, making more than I ever made at any 9 to 5 job I ever had, you know, having more peace than I've ever had in life, So it's like I be feeling like bad sometimes for explaining like I need a break or I don't feel right mentally today because it's like you could be somewhere else. It could be worse, you know what I mean? And so that's why I really work hard to remember everything that I'm grateful for. Because when you start doing that, when you start listing out everything that you have, everything that has gone your way, you start to realize like it's really not as bad as it feels in the moment. Like we're all human. Sometimes we're going to, I don't want to say blow things out of proportion, but sometimes we're just not going to see the good in everything, right? That's just natural. But by writing out what you're grateful for and reviewing that list daily and adding new things to that list, you will really start to see how blessed you truly are. So I'm glad I got that energy out of my system. I feel 1,000% better. I feel back to myself. And, it just, it's only like up from here. Like, I know that if I keep putting in that work, if I keep showing up every single day, like life is only going to get better. It has no choice but to because I am intentionally working towards my goals every single day, eliminating excuses, becoming more and more disciplined, becoming more and more thankful and grateful, just becoming a more positive person, more just better everything. Anything positive is what I strive to do and be better at and improve on, And negative energy, you guys, if you're really trying to change your life, you just don't have a place for it anymore. And sometimes you're battling with yourself because it's like on one end, you're battling who you used to be. And on the other side, you're battling who you're trying to become. And sometimes there's friction there within you, within your relationships, within your environment, because it's like sometimes you want to hold on to what you've always known, people that you've always been around, places you've always been. But then there's this new part that's scary because it's new. You've never experienced this before. You don't know how it's going to feel, but something is pulling you towards that, right? That's you trying to, I don't know why my car made that noise. That's you trying to change. Sorry, y'all. It's cold as a motherfucker outside. I'm trying to turn this heat on. It is you trying to change. And change is scary. Change is uncomfortable. When you are doing things that make you uncomfortable because it's not what you're used to, that's where the growth takes place. When things are hard. If things are always easy, there's no growth there. You're not developing. You're just maintaining what you already do. Because, I mean, of course you're going to feel comfortable in a space that you're always at. But when you're doing something different, when you are pushing past your limits or the limits that you set for yourself, because remember, we're limitless. We don't have limits here. Not on this channel, right? We can go all the way to the stars, the moon, and beyond. But when you're doing something that's forcing you to become better, it's challenging, it's hard, it's uncharted territory. So just remember there's growth there. But at the same time, remember you're human. But remember to stay away from negative energy as much as possible. And, if the negative energy is in your family, sure, maybe you can't completely remove yourself from it 100%, but you can reduce how much time you spend there and how much time you spend in that environment. And people are going to not agree. People are going to have something to say. People are not going to be as supportive, but that's none of your business. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but that's none of your business how they feel. That's how they feel. They're allowed to feel how they feel, but that doesn't have nothing to do with you. That doesn't mean you have to accept what they're saying as the truth. You don't have to. You know where you want to go, and you know what you want to do. So you have to do that, okay? And, I lost a good amount of friends along the way, and I'm not even where I want to be. Like, I've come a long way, and I'm thankful for how far I've come, excuse me. But I have so much further to go. So much further. So I feel like people are in your life for a season, but a lot of times we try to keep people in our life forever, but they're not meant to be in our life forever. They're meant to teach you something, I've learned from every relationships I've had or encountered, I've always learned something from it. And I learned more about myself too. I learned why I tolerated what I tolerated. I learned why I was even drawn to them in the first place. I reflect on where my mindset was when they came into my life and where my mindset went when they left my life. And there are valuable lessons in these relationships that end. There's real valuable information there. But you have to do the reflecting. You have to learn. Otherwise, you're going to keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again, and you're never going to grow. You're never going to improve. So be diligent with that. But also, one thing that I'm just working really hard on myself right now is just accepting that you're not perfect. You're going to make mistakes. There's going to be days where you don't feel like it. That doesn't mean you want it any less. It doesn't mean that you're not trying to get to the next level. It just means that today is just hard, right? Today is just hard, and that's okay. Every day is not going to be a piece of cake. And like I said, on those days where it's hard for you mentally or physically, whatever, those are the days where you become stronger because you're pushing through it, right? So, I feel so great that I took a day of like light work in a sense. Like, it wasn't a full day off. Like, I still got stuff done, but going to the gym, took yesterday off. Didn't vlog my facial, which I normally would have. Just kind of brought it back by like 60%. But I feel refreshed. I feel well rested. I'm ready to work hard. I'm ready to get back into my routine today. And everything today is feeling amazing. I'm feeling great, motivated, inspired, thankful. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. Today's going to be a great day. Why? Because I'm going to make sure it is. You may have bad moments in the day, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a bad day. You get to decide what kind of day you have. So work on just growing. Work on just being the best version of yourself that you can be. And by doing that, you're going to reach all of your goals. Hands down. All right. Bye.